Hello everyone, welcome once again to All India Management Students Community AIMSC Skill India Initiative presenting you the ProQuest Competition Preparation Comprehensive classes. Once again, we bring you the competition preparation classes. As discussed earlier, we are carrying forward the previous topic of mensuration. Mensuration, which is concerned with area and perimeter in two-dimensional shapes and surface area and volume in three-dimensional shapes. Before we proceed further, let us revise the formulas and the short-term tricks to solve the questions. So, proceeding to the next zone, moving on to the formula section, we brings you the concept of perimeter, which is sum of all sides. Let us recall the formula once again. Perimeter of triangle A plus B plus C, sum of three sides. Perimeter of parallelogram and rectangle, which is same, 2 into L plus B. Perimeter of square and rhombus, which is also same, 4 into side. Perimeter of kite, taken as 2A plus 2B, sum of two sides upper and two sides lower. Perimeter of trapezium, A plus B plus C plus D, sum of four sides. And the circumference, the perimeter of circle, 2 pi r. And you remember, pi has the value 22 upon 7 or 3.14. Now, having discussed the perimeter concept, moving on to area concept. Area, the amount of space available inside a two-dimensional shape. It is the inner space. Now, begin with triangle, half into base into height. Parallelogram, base into height. Rectangle, length into breadth. Rhombus, we got two formula, base into height or half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Area of square, side into side. Area of kite, half into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. And trapezium, it goes half into sum of parallel sides into height. And at the end, area of circle, pi r square. Remember, the concept of area shows the space available inside a two-dimensional shape. And this area is given in squares. Okay, so having done the area concept, we're gonna take the new slide based on three-dimensional shapes. Let us revise again. Cuboid, three types of surface areas. Total surface area covering the six faces, 2LB plus BH plus HL. Taking the four faces area, 2H, L plus B. Taking the five faces area, five face means one side is open, rest five faces are there. 2H, L plus B. Same formula, plus LB. One additional face is added. Considering the volume of cuboid, the inner space, L into B into H. As I told you, surface area is the outer concept based on surface. And volume is the inner concept based on inner space available. Moving on to the next slide, bringing you the cube. TSA, 6 face, 6 into side square. LSA, 4 face, 4 into side square. OSA, 5 face, 5 into side square. And again, volume, the inner space, side into side into side, side cube. Now, having done, moving on to cylinder, you see, having two components, radius and height. Considering the upper part is circle, the bottom is also a circle, area of circle pi r square. So upper and lower part pi r square, and the middle part is called curved surface. The middle part is curved surface given by the formula 2 pi r h. The middle part is given by the formula 2 pi r h, curved surface area. Finding the total surface area, add the values. Pi r square, upper part, pi r square, lower part, 2 pi r h, the middle part. And if you see the inner space, the volume concept, it goes pi r square into height. You see, volume of cylinder is given as pi r square, which is actually the area of circle. Multiplied by the height. As you see in the blue diagram, a blue cylinder, radius is given, height is there. So find the area of circle pi r square into the height. Moving on to the next slide, we bring the cone concept, the idea of cone. You see the upper triangle part, it is triangle in shape. It is denoted as curved surface area given by the formula pi r L. And the base area, which is circle, given by the formula pi r square. So we got two ideas. The triangle part is curved surface area, pi r L. The bottom part is circle, pi r square. Adding the two values, total surface area, pi r L plus pi r square. Taking the common values, pi r, we get L plus r. This is the total surface area. And again, to find the inner space, the volume, it is 1/3 the volume of cylinder. So it goes 1/3 pi r square h. And one more idea, if you see the diagram, a cone is having three components: radius r, height h, and the third is L. The slant height, the slanting line is given as L. So again the equation goes L square is equal to r square plus h square. Okay then. Now moving on to the next concept of the sphere. The sphere, which is circular with thickness. It is completely circular, having total surface area 4 pi r square. Actually it is assumed, it is theoretically assumed a sphere is made up of 4 circles. A sphere is made up of 4 circles. So pi r square, 1 circle, 4 circle, 4 pi r square. And if you want to find the volume is a cubical concept based on cube, 4/3 pi r cubed. So having done the sphere, we move on to the last topic, hemisphere, which is half of a sphere. See the diagram, I have given two half portion. The bottom part is called curved surface, which is given as 2 pi r square. And if you see the base, which is circle only, 2 pi r square, curved surface area. Base, it's again a circle, pi r square. Adding the values, total surface area 3 pi r square. And let me relate. You see volume of sphere 4/3 pi r cube. Volume of sphere. So volume of hemisphere will be half, 2/3 pi r cube. So we got a quick revision of the formulas, and if you got any such queries or doubt in the formula concept, please let us know. I ask you to make sure the formulas are clear. Where to multiply, where to put the values, what does the symbol mean? It should be clear to you. If you got any such doubt in the formula, let us know in the chat box. Okay, now where we come to the question answer zone, where we will see how the formulas are actually applied in the daily life question to find out the missing value. The focus will be to find out the values. Some conditions will be given, some conditions will be asked. Your first idea is read the question, understand the idea, what is given and what is asked. As you see on the screen, we are beginning with the first question. Let me read the question for you. A tank measuring 5 meter by 4 meter by 3 meter. It's a tank, 5 meter, 4 meter, 3 meter. It's a cuboidal tank. Length, breadth, height is given. It is open from the top. ये ऊपर से खुला है. It is open from the top. It is painted and filled with water. You see the condition. The tank is open. 5, 4, 3 are the length, breadth, height. It is open. It is painted and filled with water. How much it would cost to paint the surface? You need to paint the 5 faces. It is open. 1 face is not there. 5 faces you need to paint. At the rate 10 rupees per square meter. The rate is 10 rupees. You need to paint it. Second question, what will be the capacity in liter? How much water will be filled? How much water will be filled in the tank? So, I suppose the conditions are clear. The length, breadth, height, 5, 4, 3. First question, find the painting area. Second, find the capacity. Come to the first solution. Since it is open from the top, we shall take open surface area for 5 faces. 5 faces. You remember the formula? 2h L plus B plus L into B. The formula, putting the right values, 2 into 3 into 5 plus 4. 5 and 4 are the length and breadth. Add it, plus 5 into 4, L into B. See the calculation, 6 into 9 plus 5 into 4. I remember, brackets should be solved first. 2 into 3, 6. 5 plus 4, 9. 6 into 9 plus 5 into 4. Adding the values, we get 74. 74 meters square is the area, the 5 faces area which needs to be painted. Now coming to the cost, you remember to find the cost, multiply with the rate. The rate is 10 rupees. Multiply that, you get 740 rupees, the cost of painting. First part solved. Come to second part, we need to find capacity. Capacity is the amount of water, the liquid to be filled in the tank. To find the inside value, to find the inner space, we will take volume of tank, LBH, L into B into H. Multiply the values 543, you get 60 meter cube. 60 meter cube is the volume of tank. Again you find the capacity in liters. To convert meter cube into liter, multiply by 1000. So we get 60,000 liter. That means 60,000 liter water can be filled in the tank. So this is the first question based on painting, finding the surface area, and the capacity, finding the volume. So let us know if you got any such query, you got any doubt, let us share in the chat box. You got any confusion, let me know in the chat box. I'm awaiting your response. Okay, now moving on to the question number 2, we got a condition of 3 spheres. Let me read the conditions for you. 3 spheres, radius 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 10 centimeter. 3 spheres are there, 6, 8 and 10 centimeter. They are melted to form a bigger sphere with radius r. The three spheres are actually melted. The 3 spheres are melted into a new sphere which is bigger in size with radius r. What will be the surface area of the new sphere? The question goes, you have to find the surface area of the new sphere which is obtained by melting the 3 spheres. You see, this idea is based on melting. Melt the 3 spheres, get a new sphere and find the surface area. Now, changing the slide, we come to the solution part. I ask all of you to zoom your screen to see the solution clearly. See, in the first part, I have drawn the 3 spheres, 6, 8 and 10 are the radius, and we melt to obtain a big sphere, radius r, which is not known. Now read the first point. In melting, volume is same and finally added. Since you are melting the 3 spheres to get a new sphere, volume will be added. V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to VR, the new one. Putting the formula, 4 by 3 pi r cube, volume of sphere. Remember the formula, 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now we got 3 spheres, so 3 radius, 4 by 3 pi r cube, again 4 by 3 pi r cube, again 4 by 3 pi r cube. 3 spheres, and finally the big one, 4 by 3 pi capital R. You see, I have written capital R there. Now take the 4 by 3 pi common. 4 by 3 pi will be taken as common on both the side of the equation. It will be cancelled. So we got only R. R1, R2, R3. 3 values of radius with a cube. Now the capital R, which is still not known. Put the values, 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 10 cube. Putting the value, 216 plus 512 plus 1000. Altogether 1728 is equal to R cube. You remember 1728 is equal to R cube. So R will be cube root of 1728. Cube root of 1728. Cube root. Come to the next part. We get R is equal to 12. How much? R is equal to 12. So we got the radius. Now find the TSA, 4 pi r square. Putting the value, R is 12. 4 into 22 upon 7 into 12 into 12. You got the final answer. The main point is that in melting, the volume is added. Because in melting, the volume remains same. If you melt a cube and a cylinder, so both the volume will be added. So the idea based on melting and how volume actually works. Is it clear? Let us know in the chat box. Okay now. Okay then. Coming to the next zone. It's a question based on cylinder. Now changing the slide, moving on to the new question area. We are on question number 3. Let me read the language. Radius and height of cylinder. You see, radius and height of a cylinder are in the ratio 1 is to 2. The ratio is 1 is to 2, where 1 is the radius, 2 is the height. 1 is the radius, 2 is the height. With total surface area 924 square meters. Total surface area, it is 924, which is already given. The answer is given to you. Determine the curved surface area and volume. So what is given? TSA is given, total surface area. What you need to find? CSA and volume. Come to the diagram quickly. Come to the first part. You see on the whiteboard, it is handwritten question. A cylinder is there. You see R and H, radius and height. Radius is taken 1x, height is taken 2x, TSA is given 924. Now using the right formula, TSA of cylinder 2 pi R plus H. Putting the values, 924 is equal to 2 into 22 upon 7, radius 1x. Again in the bracket, radius plus height 1x plus 2x. Now see the calculation on your screen. Zoom your screen to see a better idea. 44 upon 7 multiplied 1x into 3x. Now putting the values, multiplying 132 upon 7 x square. X square remains there only. 132 upon 7, it is changing the side. So it is reciprocal. 7 upon 132. Multiplying, cancelling the value and finding the root. We get x is equal to 7. X is equal to 7. So radius will be 1x. 7 centimeter. Sorry, meter, not centimeter, meter, and height will be 14 meter. Height will be 14 meters. We got the radius and height. Now the question is all done. Find the CSA, 2 pi RH. Come to the second part. Looking at the values, 2 pi RH, 2 into 22 upon 7 into 7 into 14. Radius is 7, height is 14. Cancelling the values, we got the right answer, which is 616 meters square. You see, surface area is a square concept. The answer is 616 meters square. Come to volume, pi r square h. Putting the values, r is 7, h is 14. 22 upon 7, 7 into 7 into 14. Cancelling the value, we got the final answer, 2156 meter cube. As I told you, volume is a cubic concept. Volume 2156 meter cube. CSA 616 meter square. So we done with the third question based on cylinder. So if you got any such confusion, you got any query, let us know in the chat box. Okay, now coming to the new slide, we are presenting the question number 4. The question number 4 is actually based on a cylindrical container. You see a cylinder is there, a container, radius 21, height 70 centimeter. It is in centimeters, filled with ice cream. It is filled with ice cream. The ice cream is served in a hemispherical cup. The ice cream will be given in a cup which is hemispherical. You can say it's a bowl. You can say it's a hemispherical bowl actually. Radius 3.5 centimeter. How many cups can be filled? You see, the idea is given. There is a cylinder. There is a tanki. You see, there is a tanki or a container full of ice cream. It is a quite big container. The ice cream is to be served in small cup. The cup is hemispherical, radius 3.5 centimeter. So how many cups will you fill? Now, in these type of question, we actually have to find number of items. कितनी चीजें, कितने cups भर सकते हो? So we have to find number of items which you can put. So in this case, you have two objects. One, a bigger cylinder. Second, a small hemispherical cup. So we will find the volume of the bigger container, the smaller cup, and divide the value. The idea is that if you want to find the number of items, divide the larger value by smaller value. So see on the screen, come to the next slide, taking the solution page. Now, I would like you to zoom your screen and see the solution clearly. You see in the figure, there is a cylinder, radius 21 centimeter, height 70 centimeter. The ice cream is filled in a hemispherical cup or a bowl, radius 3.5 centimeter. What you need? Volume, because the ice cream is filled in the cylinder, in the cup. We take volume of ice cream in cylinder, pi r square h, putting the values, pi 21 into 21 into 70. Now volume of ice cream in hemisphere, putting the values, 2 by 3 pi r cube. The pi is remaining as it is. The value of pi is kept as it is, 2 by 3 pi 3.5 cube. Now as I told you, to find the number of items, bigger value upon smaller value. So bigger value, cylinder, it is the upper part, lower part, hemispherical. Now put the values. Coming to the next part, pi into 21 into 21 into 70. Lower part 2 upon 3. So 2 will remain there, 3 will go up. 3 will go up. It is reverse actually. Now 3.5 is a decimal value. 3.5 is a decimal value. We will remove the decimal. It will become 35 upon 10. 10 will go up. As I told you, whenever a denominator comes with a fraction, whenever a denominator comes with a fraction, so 3.5, 35 upon 10, 35 will remain there, 10 will go up. It will be done 3 times. 35 into 35 into 35, 10 into 10 into 10. Cancelling the values, make sure the denominator part should be cancelled completely. Multiplying the remaining values, we get 1080 cups. You see, from the cylinder, 1080 cups can be filled. So the idea is that if you want to know the number of items, divide the larger value by smaller value. So I suppose it is clear. Okay, let me know your response. It is clear. Okay, now taking you to the new slide, let me bring you a question for self practice. Let me read the question for you. How many cuboidal soap cake, sabun ki tikya, dimension 6 cm, 4 and 2 cm can be packed in a cubical box of side 24 cm? You see, there is a cubical box, cube is there, a big cube box is there, side 24 cm, and in the cube box you have to put small soap cake, side 6, 4 and 2 cm. Find the number of soap cakes. Now it's up to you. Let solve your question and find the answer. Okay then, so I'm awaiting your response. Let me know your answer in the chat box quickly. Okay, and once you do the question, I will share my answer with you. Okay, solve the answer, let me know. Okay now, so you got the answer. Okay, let us confirm your answer with my handwritten note. Okay, taking on to the next slide, we bring you the solution. You see, as I told you earlier, we will have two ideas, a bigger box and the small soap cake. So the cubical box is bigger, side into side into side. The volume is written in the upper portion, and the smaller soap cake, L into B into H, in the lower portion. Now putting the values, cancelling the values, we got 288. So you can see 288 soap cakes can be put in the cubical box. That's sure you got the right answer there. Okay then. Now, is the idea clear based on number of items? We're going to take it to question number 5. Changing the new slide, we come to question number 5, which is actually based on banding and rebanding. It's based on banding and rebanding. Okay now, coming to question number 5, let me go through the question and read the question for you. A wire in the shape of a square. There is a wire in the shape of a square, side 7 cm. It is reband, the square, the wire which is actually in the shape of a square, it is reband in the shape of rectangle with length 8 cm. Find the diagonal and the corresponding area. Okay, once again repeat the question. You see on the screen, there is a square, 7 cm the side, it is made up of wire. The wire is again reband and change into a rectangle. You need to find diagonal and the corresponding area. Okay then, coming to the solution quickly. Now see, it's a question based on banding. Banding means the outer boundary will remain same. The length of wire, the wire which is used to make the boundary, it is same. So what we take, perimeter is taken as same. The banding question, the perimeter is taken as same because same wire is used for the boundary of a square and boundary of rectangle. Putting the value, perimeter of a square is equal to perimeter of rectangle. Putting the formula 4 into side is equal to 2 into L plus B. 4 into 7 is equal to 2 into 8 plus B. Now putting the value 28, 2 is divided, 14, 8 is actually added, but this time it will be subtracted. So we get the breadth 6 cm. So you remember, the length is 8, the breadth is 6. So this way we got the missing breadth. Now come to the next part, finding the diagonal. You see, what is diagonal? Diagonal is the slanting line from one corner to other corner. So if you zoom your figure, if you zoom your screen, you see rectangle is made, the breadth is 6, the length is 8. Finding the diagonal, we used another concept based on geometry called Pythagoras theorem. H square is equal to b square plus p square. So 8 centimeters is the base, 6 centimeters is the perpendicular, and AC will be the hypotenuse. Putting the value, 8 square plus 6 square, 100. So H will be 10 centimeter, diagonal will be 10. You got the first answer. Diagonal is 10 centimeter. Now in the question I mentioned, find the area. Now area you can find orally. You see, the length is 8, the breadth is 6. So area will be 8 6 are 48 centimeters square. Now, there are a few things which you can orally derive based on mental calculation. So since both the length and breadth is given, you can find out the area 8 6 are 48 centimeter square. So in this question we see bending. The bending is based on perimeter concept. As I told you earlier, melting is based on volume concept. Bending is based on perimeter concept. So having this concept done, if you got any such doubt or query, let us know in the chat box. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to question number 6 for today's session. Question number 6, we are moving on with a conical concept. Question number 6. If you see the question, let me read it. A conical tent is having a base, circumference 44 meter. There is a tent, cone in shape. The base circumference is the, what we say, perimeter of circle. It is given 44 meter. The slant height is 25. Find the air in the tent. How much air is there in the tent? Now you see, it is given perimeter. Perimeter is given to you. It is circumference is given, which is actually the perimeter of circle only. So circumference is 44 meter. The slant height is 25 meter. Let's come to the solution. See the diagram which I have given to you. You see a cone. Radius is there. Height is there. Slant height L is also there. I would like you to zoom your screen to see the solution in a clear manner. Now coming on to the next part. You see radius, no idea. Height, no idea. Slant height is 25. Coming to the first part, circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Putting the value 2 into 22 upon 7 into r is equal to 44. Cancelling the values, changing the side, we get r is equal to 7 meter. The radius is 7 meter. Now we got the radius 7. We got the slant height 25. Now again using the formula, L square is equal to R square plus H square. This is the formula which is similar to Pythagoras theorem. Putting the value, you can observe and see the calculation how the values are put together. L is 25, R is 7, H it is still not known. Putting the values, squaring the values, 625 minus 49, 576, which is the root of 24. So we get height is equal to 24. Coming to the main part, radius is 7, we obtain. Height is 24, we obtain. Now it's come to the volume. How much air is there? How much air is there in the tent? Tent में कितनी हवा है? टेंट के अंदर कितनी हवा है? Find the volume. 1 by 3 pi r square h. So putting the value, I have kept the pi as it is. 1 by 3 pi into 7 into 7 into 24. Cancelling the value, getting the answer 392 pi. 392 pi is the volume of air inside the tent. So this way we got to see how the circumference is used, finding the radius, and how we can get the height. And getting both the radius and height, we get the volume. Okay then? Now is the question clear to you? Then let us know in the chat box. Okay then? Okay, now coming to question number 7. Now this question is based on mensuration and percentage. Let me read the question. By what percentage the volume increases if radius raised by 20%? The radius increases by 20%. So how much the volume will change? Now I ask you to zoom your screen and go through the solution step by step. There is no such condition given in the question. It is saying the radius increases by 20%. Now coming to the solution. It's given about sphere. The question is given about a sphere. So make sure you will use the formula of a sphere. Coming to the solution part. Let the radius be r. So volume of a sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube. I ask you to zoom your screen if you cannot see the numbers clearly. Zoom your screen and note the values individually. The radius is taken as r. The volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now the new radius will be 20% extra. So r plus 20%, 120 upon r. 120 r upon 100. You got the new radius. Again new volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. The new radius is 120 r upon 100. It is extra. 20% is extra. So you got the two values. Do not solve it now. Come to the third part. Change. What is the difference between original volume and the new volume? Subtract the two values. 4 by 3 pi r cube is taken as common. Subtracting the values, the zeros are cancelled. 120 upon 100, cancelling the zeros, 12 upon 10. 12 upon 10. Cubing the sides, we got the cube 1728 upon 1000. 12 upon 10 cube. It becomes 1728 upon 1000. Putting the values, subtracting, and finally we got after subtraction 4 by 3 pi r cube and 728 upon 1000. 728 upon 1000. This is the change value. Now to find the percentage value, you see the formula, change upon original value into 100. Now I would like you to see the solution, how the values are cancelled. The change answer 4 upon 3 pi r cube, 728 upon 1000 upon 4 by 3 pi r cube, the original answer into 100. Cancelling the values, multiplying by 100, 72.8% is the answer. It means if you increase the radius by 20%, the volume increases 72.8%. So 20% radius increasing, volume increases 72.8%. So that's the concept based on percentage change. Write the original answer, the new answer, subtract the two values, and then you see the difference and percentage. So having the question and answers discussed, if you feel such confusion in the percentage concept, let us know. Okay, now coming to the last portion, the knowledge booster funda of today's session. Let me brief you some basic formulas related to volume and area, squares and cubic concept. You can see on the screen, I have given a basic relation. 1 meter is equal to 100. 1 meter is equal to 100. Now it's come to area. Meter square, so it will be 100 will be squared, 10,000. If it is cube, 100 will be cubed, 10 lakh. Again, meter cube is equal to 1000 liter and liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. If you see one more relation, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. Hectare is a very large unit where 1 hectare shows 10,000 meter square. So altogether, these are the basic unit related to squares and cubes. So coming to the conclusion, we bring you to the end of the session today. And once again, as I told you, you feel any such inconveniency or any doubt, you can unmute yourself and let us know your query or confusion. We shall be really pleased to sort your queries personally. It's once again All India Management Students Community that brings you Skill India Initiative, the ProQuest competition classes. So I would like you to unmute yourself and let us know your queries and confusion.